This is the Learn to Trade online show where experts talk about their trading journeys and help traders make more money unlocking the world of online Forex, crypto and indices traders. We tell it like you want to hear it. Unfiltered insights, no corners cut. Hi, and welcome along to the Learn to Trade online show, and a special show it is today. We'll only be with you for about 10 minutes today, but what we're focusing on is giving people the opportunity to advance in the competition to win the IFTA program with us in Jakarta in early October. So that will be our focus of today. I'm going to go through that a little bit now. We will set up the next challenge for those to survive in the competition. We'll have a quick look at the trades from Monday to see how that is going. I think it's going pretty well, but we'll see how that is going, and that'll be us. So the first thing I want to do is remind people that if they want to win the IFTA competition, they need to go to the Learn to Trade Facebook group, and they need to go to the Learn to Trade Facebook group, and I'm just going to share that for you guys. And so when they come into the group, this is the admin version. I think you guys can see. You'll be able to find this post here, and you'll be able to come to the seasonal hot list, and you'll be able to like that. And if you like that, then you will qualify for this. If you get it done by the end of the show, you will qualify for the second stage of winning the IFTA competition. You can see we've got 20-odd people in that competition, and we will cut it down a few by Friday, and we'll certainly have a winner by Monday. So in addition to that, we're going to come back and talk about how to advance in a few minutes. But before we do that, we're going to take you through our other competition that is running at this point. Ash, this is going pretty well, isn't it?
I think it is, mate. Well, it is for you. You had some great numbers this morning on CPI. All can change later tonight is the only kind of caution with this, isn't it? Because we got the Fed out 7 o'clock UK time, so in around about 8 hours time. But how are we getting on? What we got going on here? So, what we got?
So let me see if I can. I'm not sure if I can annotate on this or not. I think I probably can, but so US 100, which is just in profit. Well, that's not letting me write. So what am I doing here? Get me a draw. Get me a white. Let me see what kind of draw. Yep, here we go. Oh, not white, because I'm writing on the white area. So I'll go back to black. So this is Ash. This is Simon. This is Paul B. That's me. And this is Paul P, the winner of the comp. So at the moment, my trade is sneaking out in front. Not by a lot. I agree with Ash, to be honest. I think we'll have a pretty good idea of how this is going to work out. But sort of even tomorrow morning, I think we'll have a bit better idea. If you want to watch these trades and see if Paul P can be the first guy. So if Paul P, he's the guest. If his trade can beat mine, Ash, and Simon's, he will win $500, regardless of the profit on his trade. $500. If he does not win, then on Monday night, we will be jackpotting that up to $1,000. So on Monday night, you may have the chance to answer a question and jump in and see if you can win $1,000 by picking a trade. So that's the competition that's going on. As you can see, we are. I don't have those charts up, but look, we expect some. What's the big news that'll move it all tonight, Ash?
The Fed and their interest rate decision. And interestingly, the only one that's probably not directly linked to that is Simon's trade with a Kiwi Swiss. But obviously, if the Fed raise interest rates, it may strengthen the dollar. That's going to push the pound back down again, which is going to give you some favor. It will probably could push that gold trade into profit as well. So that will be Paul P in favor. If the flip happens, then I would suspect that I'll do well. So if the dollar strengthens, then I would have thought the Nasdaq, the US 100 will come down. So I think I'll do well on that. So it's a flip of a coin. It really is about that, and I've seen it really all week when I've been looking at the fundamentals and how things move the market. That's what I've seen all week. It's all about tonight. That's going to be the crux of just about any trade that anybody's holding for the rest of the week.
Ash, what's the news? If the interest rates go up or are held, who will that help?
If the interest rates go up, it will probably push the dollar higher, which means that the pound dollar short will help you. If the interest rates go up, it will probably push the NASDAQ lower, which will also help me. And if the interest rates go up, it will also help Paul P, actually, because that gold short will probably start to work out. So we are kind of all in the same mix here. If the interest rate's left on hold, then who knows? Maybe Simon could come from the rails because he's not connected with it. Might something else might come into play then. But yeah, I think there's a lot to play for still, mate. A week in trading's a long time, as we know, isn't it?
Mate, it's a long time, isn't it? Look, let's talk a little bit about the IFTA conference in Jakarta. The winner of the current competition will come out of the people who are in that Facebook page who liked that seasonal hot list post. They have a chance to stay in the running. And to stay in the running, they need to pick out one of these amazing IFTA speakers and tell us which one they're looking forward to hearing live the most and why. Is it John Bollinger? Is it Daryl Guppy? By the way, I would suggest to you Daryl Guppy is certainly someone of interest to FX traders. Gemma Giavatti with his Astronaci stuff. Are you looking to listen to him? Are you looking to listen to our Singapore 33-year trader? We've got one of the deputy principals of one of the Singapore banks in here as well. Linda Lee, Indonesia's first Indonesian CFT, certified financial technician. Look, you can see the qualifications of these people. These are all people who are, if they're a CFTE, they're an expert in technical analysis. So they'll be bringing some great stuff. CMT, those of us that deal with Gordon Scott know that CMTs are, incredibly good traders. So look, I would be keeping an eye for all of these, but you've got to pick one and you've got to post and tell us which one you would like to hear the most and why. And you need to do that back in the Facebook group. So you need to come into the Facebook group and you need to go, not in that post there, but you need to come down and find this Learn to Trade Online, submit your answer below this post here. You need to come into here and you need to say, just do that. Put it in there, and you will be in to stay in. Next, the next elimination for the IFTA competition. Are we dual? James, can you dual spotlight us? The next elimination for the IFTA prize is Friday night at 6 p.m. We'll be back then. And awesome, James, that's brilliant. We'll be back on Friday night at 6 o'clock. And if you have done the challenge, if you have posted into the Facebook group and the new thread, then we will keep you in the going. We will have a winner for the IFTA competition by Monday night's show. Anything to add, Ashish?
Oh, I think it's really exciting. When the very first name, John Bollinger, the enormity of that particular name, I think, at IFTA should not be discarded. He has written an indicator which we see on lots and lots of trading software, on general purpose trading software, which means he's analyzed the market in a specific way to get certain turning points that he assumes that will appear in the market. If he can just give us 1 ounce of how he analyzes the market so we can kind of do something similar, I think anybody that's going to walk away from IFTA will be a far, far, far better trader. So I think it's a brilliant competition, mate. Absolutely brilliant. And anybody that's a serious trader, I think they should really be clawing at the door to go.
Well, I'm going to take them through again in a minute. We'll be live streaming this. We've got people in the room. We're going to take you through again how to qualify for IFTA. You've only got a few minutes left to do that. And then again on how to stay in the competition. But I'm with you, mate. I ran a Bollinger Band strategy for a period of time. And in the end, market brought it back to break even. And I reckon that strategy, John Bollinger will show me how to make 2 or 3% a month.
Yeah.
He'll show me how to use his product and take it from break even and make it just that bit better. And that's gold. Yeah. Can't wait to do it. look, I'm going to take you through the stuff to do again. If you want to get into this competition, and we need people letting these people in that are trying to come in as we speak. If you want to get into this competition, what you've got to do is you've got to get into this group. You've got to find this post called Seasonal Hot List. I'm sure you can search it. You've got to come to this button here, and you've got to click it. And you've got about, well, even another 5 minutes to do that. You've got to get in and get that done. Once you've done that, you qualify for step one of the elimination. To remain in by Friday, when we meet at 6 o'clock, you've got to find this post here. Learn to trade online. Submit your answer below in the comment section. You've got to come along and don't do this. Don't just go, I want to see John Bollinger present because Paul and Ash said he's cool. I want you to give us a decent reason why. Well, we would take you to Jakarta on a $5,000 prize, so you can come along and see some of the world's best technical analysts share their stuff. One of the
as relevant as that is. As relevant as that is, to be fair, mate, I want to see John Bollinger because Ash and Paul said it's cool. I mean, that is a. I think that's a good enough endorsement. But yeah, I think what you're after is some people to do their own research a little bit, because there might be somebody else in there that we haven't really. We've scanned the list and had a little look down it, and we're excited about all of them. But there might be somebody in there that's really special that might be able to open the door for somebody's trading where they maybe have a weakness.
One of those things, mate, where also it's great news for us. One of the reasons we're doing this, because if you guys pick out a couple of really good speakers, we'll make sure we're there early, get good seats, and we listen to those speakers and bring back some great stuff. In the IFTA conference last year, my feeling was there was some stuff for people from the absolute beginners through to the absolute geniuses of trading. There were some really good speakers. There were some speakers who, for me, they're talking about stocks wasn't really my thing, but then some guys came in and talked about Forex and did some brilliant stuff. And again, I mentioned the guy Guppy, one of his students was there. I spent some time talking to her during the last IFTA conference, and very, very impressive, and a lot of Forex in that stuff. So I don't need to do it again, right? If you want to be in, you've got to get the seasonal hot list liked, and you've got to do that in the next 2 minutes. And then if you want to stay in, you've got to find the post, Learn to Trade Online. You've got to tell us, I want to hear Daryl Guppy because I want to know more of his stock market trading technique. Cheers. There we go. So that's what we want. What I'd like is about a paragraph or two more than that, but we have some people already qualifying for this. Ash, we'll have a fair idea, I reckon, tomorrow morning who's going to win this trading competition, and really whether Paul can get up and win the prize or whether the prize jackpots. I want a quick vote in the chat from those that are in the room. Would you rather that Paul won and got the $500, which would be cool, or that Paul lost and we jackpotted to $1,000 next week? If you're in the room, can you just let me know in the chat? Would you rather that Paul won and he got $500, or whether Paul lost and next week you get a chance to put a trade in for a $1,000 prize? Let me know in the chat which one of those you guys would prefer. Actually, the chat's probably turned off, knowing James at this point. So we might be able to do that. Mate, James may be able to turn that back on. You can chat with us. That's okay. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're in the room, please. Would you like Paul to win? Because that's really cool. He's going to make $500 for his gold trade. Or would you like one of us to win so that on Monday you can have the chance to pick out a trade and see if you can win a 1,000 Singapore dollars? 1,000 Singapore dollars.
Yeah.
Anything else from you?
Oh no. I mean, I'm excited. The fact that we're going to get somebody coming to IFTA, and the thing is, they're going to be with us as well, aren't they? So we're all going to be going to the conferences together, if they so choose. Somebody might not want to even enter the conference, but if anybody that wins has got the choice to come and sit with us sometimes or all the time if they want, and we can have a really good few days discussing trading and discussing how we all move forward. Very, very cool, mate.
Yeah, mate, it's going to be neat, isn't it? It's one of the things that I was very lucky last time. I spent a bit of time with some of the presenters, and it'd be nice to have some of our people there to sort of sit with and have a chat with. You have about 15 minutes between every session of this day, and it just gives us a chance to have a chat, see what people are getting from it, make sure we can help them to get the most they possibly can from it. Look, let's wind it up. We said 10 to 15 minutes. We're at 15 minutes. Thanks for joining us today. Ash and myself will be back on Friday at 6 p.m. We'll be doing about the same, about a 10, 15-minute show. We will be seeing who's filled in the new area down here, and told us about who they want to go and see in IFTA and why. and we will then see if we can narrow it down again on Sunday. And on Monday, we will have a winner for $5,000 if the price. Do you understand? Cheers, everyone. See you later. That's a wrap for this episode of the Learn to Trade online show. Keep your charts up and your trade savvy. For more insights, subscribe and catch us next time. See you in the next episode. Stay calm and make good decisions. The Learn to Trade online show is presented for informational and entertainment purposes only. The information presented should not be construed as investment advice. Always consult a licensed professional before making investment decisions. The views and opinions expressed on the Learn to Trade online show are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect those of the show's hosts, guests and sponsors. The Learn to Trade online show, its producers, sponsors and the hosts, Paul Botterill, Simon Williams and Ash Bill, shall not be liable for losses resulting from investment decisions based on information or viewpoints presented on the Learn to Trade online show.